Previously on The Fellas.
That's where the high independent alpha women come in. And most of the alpha women, they get the basic man because they can control them. We ain't gonna say it's right, but they like being basic. They like they woman having that power because at the end of the day, they with somebody. So I don't. All right, but go to your question now. Now I'm ending that rocking.
Hey man, hey nah, that you said something right there, Mo.
I got a statement to make.
Hold on, hey shit. Sorry, I gotta hop in on what he just said, unless you about to say something about what he just said, because I want to say, if an alpha female goes to be with a basic guy just so she can control her, is she really an alpha female? I think we can say that for another conversation, because we did have a viewer ask us to really explain alpha males, alpha women, and all that kind of stuff. So I think we need to talk about it. I just want to leave that one out.
So I'm gonna answer our viewers' questions real quick to explain alpha males, right? You're looking at 4 of them. You're looking at 4 of them. No explanation needed.
What about alpha women?
Let me go there. Let me go there. And let me say this. Alpha women are a little bit harder to explain because it was never intended for the woman to be an alpha.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on everything except the last piece, because what if that woman is not with a man at that point in time and she's in a pack with her other women?
Then she's just another single woman looking for a man. I'm just saying, the Angel's Envy might be talking, but you're just another single woman looking for a man. Is that not the goal, to get a man at the end of the day?
No, I
as a
think
man, is it not the goal to get a woman?
No, it is. If it's from the vein of like a woman cannot be an alpha woman,
I'm gonna get tore up in the comments.
Look, I 100% agree with you if you're saying from the premise that a woman cannot be an alpha woman. It does not exist at all because of the fact that it being a male supersedes that. From the other,
that's not what I'm saying. But see,
hold on.
Woman is gonna hear that and tear me up.
No, hold on. Fuck that shit. Listen, interruption. Pause. Hear me out one time. This is what I gotta say. If woman comes from man, right, and it came from an alpha man, wouldn't that make that woman an alpha woman?
No.
If she come from an alpha male, how can you not be an alpha female? You have the same. You come from my rib. You come from my rib. Oh, now we want to talk. What's factual was in the book now. That's a whole rib. That ain't like, oh nah. That doesn't. That
man is alpha male. She should be following it. She exhibit alpha tendencies.
Oh wait, hold up.
And behavior.
Ju just said it. Say that again, Ju.
He talking about tendencies.
You said they should exhibit, right?
They should exhibit. Yes.
So at the end of the day, if you come from something, then that means you should have characteristics of it. But that doesn't mean that you are exactly that. So I got to push back on it because
that's fair. That's why I said tendencies.
That's why I agree with what he says. I agree with what you're saying, Mo, in theory. If you coming from that, then you should exhibit, or you should display it, or you should have characteristics of it. But doesn't always mean that. That doesn't mean that you are that.
A queen can't be a king, bro. And a king can't be a queen. Everybody,
hold on, but they are. But they are both royalty. Yeah.
Yeah, and they are at the level of the almost highest hierarchy. So
I'm about to dig.
No. Hold on. Let's go here.
Hey, you know what? I think, brethren, B-Bond said don't need to be explained. I think we need to do a show on this. I think we need to have that conversation.
What's up, my blessed people? It's your boy B Money, aka the producer, and I am back with the fellas for another one. Man, we so happy to put some more content on wax for y'all, and I want to just say thank you to our viewers, man. Y'all have been engaging with us over these last 3 episodes, and we truly appreciate it. We taking y'all feedback and we putting it to use, and we hope y'all appreciate it. So, and honestly, what we talking about today is something that we got back from our viewers. However, with that still being said, let me do a quick roll call before we get into it. Man, first I'm gonna start off from the USA, the president, the CEO of the Unacceptable Behavior Network, B Bond, bro. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm chilling. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. You know what I'm saying? Let me give myself the spotlight for a hot second. Since the last time y'all seen me, you know what I mean? My ship said he was going to take care of me. And when I say that nigga took care of me, good googly moogly.
Boy, that's fresh.
That brother, listen, he took care of your boy.
Hey, bro, what you got in there?
Angel's envy, bro. Angel's envy. Hey, and I ain't gonna let it go to the head this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be careful with it. But yo, good looking out, Ship. I appreciate it, yo.
Yo, goddamn.
All right, man. Good to hear my guy doing good. Hey, man, all the way from the Red Sea, delivering what you need. My guy, Night Professional Logistics. It's my guy, Moses. Tell us how you doing, my guy.
First I want to say,
I see you got your Moses turban on too, my guy.
First I want to say greetings and salutations from the Father above. Welcome, fellas. I'm glad y'all here. Everybody don't get a chance to wake up, so I take nothing lightly. I'm blessed, highly favored. I got my children today, so I'm on my alpha daddy shit right now.
All right, man. Hey, look, I just do want to make this clarification.
It's gonna be one of those episodes.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them, man. My man came in and said, "Welcome, fellas," like he David Ruffin and we the Temptations.
I know you want to leave me.
Hey, man, I'm this guy, man, from outer space, the Guardian, J Will, aka Juju Nasty, aka Mr. Blood is thicker than water. Hide your daughter. It's my guy, Juicer. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm living good. Oh man, I like the spotlight because you can actually read the Juicer placard right there and the Unacceptable
I don't think we can see the bottom. Let's see it.
Yeah, they can see that. Oh yeah, I gotta hit them angles on the camera.
Your brightness, yeah.
Yeah, man, your diamond shining too bright, bro.
Look, my diamond is too bright out here, but because my diamond is so bright, I'm blessed and highly favored, and I'm just glad to be alive. I'm glad to be alive.
Hey, man, that's what's up, man. But
Mr. Producer,
my guy,
aka Mo Big Money.
More money, no problems.
More money, no big money, no problems. Big money, yo. How you feeling, Brody? The youngest on the squad. How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good. I'm blessed, man. Anytime I get to link with my guys, you know what I'm saying? We get in close, at time of the year, get some good food, but not overindulge. And, grateful and thankful for a lot. So I'm blessed, man.
Oh, hold on. Can I just say I want to shout out Jew too, because he did. Y'all see that M?
Oh,
that M don't stand for Moses. It stands for marvelous, magnificent man. Thank you.
Hey, man. As y'all can see, my guy Jay Juicer out here blessing the fellas. You know what I'm saying? With something to drink on, cup to drink out of, or something to hold their lick. But hey, that's what we do. The fellas take care of each other. But as I told y'all, man, we got some good content from y'all with some feedback that we got from one of our viewers. One other thing that we got from our viewers is from our last episode, Insecurities Part 2. It seems that y'all actually like the What Would You Do segment. So we coming back with another one. Hey, my man Jay Will, y'all know he has dancing, tendencies. So with that being said, we giving this man 1 minute 9 seconds, also known as J. Will.
69 seconds.
Yes, to give us a very direct answer from something we received from one of our viewers. So one of our viewers reached out to me and they said they've been married for 5 years and they've had separate accounts. However, now this old lady is asking to have joint accounts. All of their accounts, not no separate, like, oh, well, we all have these one accounts, then we both have a joint, but all their money going into one account. So, Juicer, I need you to tell us within 1 minute and 9 seconds or less, what would you do in this situation? And I'm gonna give you the countdown. Y'all see, I got my clock, so we're gonna make sure he's honest with it. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
And married for 5 years. I mean, you got to have some consideration of having a joint account. They probably should have had that conversation before they even got married of when they were going to have joint accounts and not have it. First, I say no, not to the joint account, but to all of your money going into it. I think that's just a dangerous place to be because it causes unnecessary arguments for anybody, because then you got to check in with each other all the time to see who's spending what. Somebody's going to beef, guaranteed at some point in time. What would you do? No, not all of the money. You need to talk about percentages based off of what that person makes, or just a percentage of like you put in 50% of your income in there. It's better ways to handle that, but nope.
Hey, man. Look, y'all. 44 seconds. My man Jew ain't playing around. I think he danced on the last one, but I think he came a little straight on this one. I don't know. Y'all let us know what y'all think. But without further, wait, fellas, did he answer that direct for y'all?
Yeah.
I feel like he shimmied on the line, but he answered it.
Hey,
he shimmied on the line.
You gotta keep the shimmy. Hey, the shimmy, you gotta stay wet.
Hey, man, but without further ado, as I told y'all, one of our viewers responded to was based off of our episode, Submissive, Can Men Be Men? If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Like I said, our last 3 episodes have been hot. Insecure is part 1, Submissive, Can Men Be Men? And Insecure is part 2. But as I said, again, this question that was a follow-up and engagement from Submissive, Can Men Be Men? We're going to talk about the alpha male today. They needed us to give a little bit more definition because 2 of us stood on one side and we took heat.
They want to talk about alpha men. For real. That's what we talking about today.
They want us to talk about alpha men. Like, this came personally to me, my guy. So I feel like, we tell y'all we want y'all to engage with us. So when you engage, we're not going to run away from it. We're going to talk about it. So I got 3 questions for my fellas.
They said it seems like y'all know a lot about it, so let's talk about it.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Man, handling their business. So with that being said, I'm not even going to give y'all the questions because I need y'all to stay engaged this entire time because this topic is about to get hot. With that being said, let's start off with our first question.
Hey, bro, hold on real quick, brother.
Guess what's up, my
Sorry,
guy?
man. Since it was around this time 4 years ago, and I mean, we just got off a football Sunday, I just wanted to show everybody this picture of brother. Oh, my light probably gonna be too bright. Brother Mo in the Cowboys gear. But they just won 40-3 the other day, bro. So it's good for you to rep it. We'll be back playing the Commanders in your squad later on this year.
And
had to do it.
You're like a true alpha man there.
Hold on. Let me just say for the audience one time, right? First and foremost, I'm a Raiders fan. I committed to liking Commanders when I moved up to the DMV, DC Commander area. So where I'm from, we ain't got no football squad. So I get the option to adapt who the hell I want to. Okay, y'all? All right. Let me just say this one time, y'all. Okay. I like Redskins. Okay. I don't know no damn Commanders. I still call them Redskins. People be trying to correct me. I don't care, right? But they did beat the streak of the undefeated team. So anybody want to comment about that?
That's fair.
That's fair. You know what? I told my guy, I'm gonna put this on wax. I told my guy Mo that, you know what? I commend his team. I was proud of them. This ain't nothing I ever said about.
That ain't that nigga's team, man. You know he a Raiders fan.
I know he is.
You
But I
stop it.
told him I'll put this on wax, and I'm a man of my word.
Had to give him one.
He did say that.
I'm gonna give him this one because I'm
did say that.
a Cowboys fan. So hey, I'm a man of my word. Hey, thank you, Commander, for putting down the Eagles. But now, with that being said,
The
man,
Eagles. Sorry, last thing I gotta say. One thing about being an alpha male is being a man of
He
your
said
word.
the Shingles.
yeah,
I'm sorry, is being a man of your word. And the brother Moses was wearing that because he actually lost a bet to B Money. And he put the jersey on and took the pictures. So I do salute you, brother, for being a man of your word and holding through on your bet.
right. He didn't
Sorry
have
for
a beard.
interrupting, brother.
It looked like he had no beard and he had a low cut. With that being said, man, we're gonna get into this first question. Y'all see, we already ready. We got the energy coming for y'all. And hey, we already been petty and instigating. So with that being said, first question: what does it mean to be an alpha male? Hey, my man B-Bond ready for y'all. He didn't already raise his hand, so I'm gonna come to you first, bro.
Because I don't want nobody to steal my answer. Nobody. What does it mean to be an alpha male? Baby, hold on. Let me talk straight into the camera. You looking at 4 of them right now. 4 of them. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Spoke a little Spanish for you. Can your man do that? I don't think so. So I'm just saying, if you want to know what an alpha male is, look no further than what you see on your screen, baby. It is what it is. We make money. We break backs. We take care of family. That's what we do. All 4 of us. Cuatro. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna come back to you, B, because I got something else I want to ask you about that statement, even though I 100% agree with you. But Mo, man, what's your definition of an alpha male? Especially since, hey, I'm gonna put this out there. Since you, Mo, coined the phrase, and you had the viewers going crazy talking about a watered down man. What is the opposite of that watered down man as an alpha male? Let the audience, let our viewers know, man.
First and foremost is recognizing, and this is my opinion, recognizing God, having him lead me is first of all recognizing that I am an alpha, but I'm not the alpha omega, the beginning and the end. So that's one. And then 2, so that means showing you I'm putting God first. Second will be I'm gonna take care. I will, and I do take care of home, family, wife, children, which they're in the back playing right now as a evidence to what I do. 3, it's a mind, body. I'm educated. I ain't just street, but I'm literate. And I think that makes it your soul, mind, body. So when you put all of those together and you come into the mix, and like my brother Bond said, backbreaker, that ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be important in keeping home together. Fucking the duck out your ass. Also making sure home good. You know what I'm saying? We got a home, you know. Because a man that say he's a man but really ain't, and he turning around sleeping on your sofa in your crib, ain't doing nothing. He may be breaking your back, but I mean, after a while, you're gonna want substance. And when you see on the screen right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is in English, you see substance. We have something to offer. We have not only something to offer, we are the substance. So that's what a fucking alpha male is. Check the fucking screen.
Hey, man. Hey, well said, my guy. Hey, J Will, man. Juicer, my bad. What you got for us?
Yo, so to kind of do a different route, because the brother and I have already said a lot of goodness so far. I mean, first I want to say alpha male is a very good terminology and term. I had to make sure I had my K on and my kappa right there to not get this twisted, get it confused with nothing else out here. I'm bleeding crimson and cream. But anyways, when Brother B Money first mentioned this topic and we talked about, giving the viewers what they want, I decided to think to myself, I said, let's actually write something down real quick about what I think of this, because I can speak on it all day. But these are the things when I thought about self and the other alpha males that I know of and make sure are in my circle pretty regularly. I put down highly intelligent, natural leader, fearless, magnetic personality, also known as charisma, goal-driven, not affected by criticisms, and always sure to stay ahead of life. And I put those things down, and coincidentally, it vibes with the type of things of how I try to operate in my life and the people that are around. So I think there's a piece of all of that, and you're not going to be an alpha male in every aspect of your life, but you should always be striving in that particular area. But I'm a pause right there too, because I'm gonna hit on all those different pieces and everything everybody else said throughout the rest of this show.
Hey man, hey, y'all hear what my guys and said? They didn't say something that's, I don't see how you can argue with it, but I'm gonna give y'all my input because hey, I'm one of the fellas. And since I agree with so much of what they said, I'm keeping it nice and simple. I'm gonna say, just piggybacking off what Mo said, a godly force. There's so much that's incorporated into God. As y'all hear me, I reference the Bible, reference God so much on here. But when you are forced in that manner, there is so much that is, encompassing that. And on top of saying that, that's how I live my life. So a lot of it, that's the standard that I try to live my life by. So a lot of people are living by different standards. Some of them is lower standards, saying that they alpha male, or they a man. I really don't even associate a man if you're doing little boy things. So when you even get to an alpha male, I have to look at the creator. And I have to look at what he tells me to do, how he follows. And sometimes, even if somebody doesn't agree with it, I'm moving with the force and the power of God to be what I need to be for the people that he has surrounded me with. And I always submit to him. So that's my standard in the first place of being an alpha male and just leading and moving. So with that being said, hey, B, I had a question for you, man, because since looking at 4, and man, if you don't mind, I think majority of our viewers are speak English. So when you give your powerful answer next, man, I just ask that you keep it in, the English translation.
No problem, brother. No problem.
And man, you're just so educated. You can hit all different angles, man. So that's the only reason I'm asking.
I got you, bro. What's up?
With that being said, why is it that, what's the misconceptions of a man, just people what they say is a man, or versus like an alpha male? Why is some things like so confused?
People are confused because society has twisted what it means to be a man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We done twisted just because. Okay, I'm gonna put it in plain and simple terms for you, for all you non-alphas to understand. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do for you. So people equate the mere fact that you have balls as that just makes you a man, right? Wrong. Yes, the anatomy is a part of being a man, but just because you have balls don't make you an alpha. So some men are comfortable with accepting less than, not following God, not doing the things that they need to do to succeed in life. Because I'm like, I bleed crimson and cream too. So it's achievement in every field in human endeavor. So if you're not trying to achieve, throw that up. If you don't want to achieve, you can't be an alpha. If you happy driving a 4-cylinder, I'm glad you got a set of wheels, bro. But come on, man. If you happy, you know what I'm saying, not eating at 5-star restaurants, I'm glad you eating. But come on, bro. Let's set a different standard. Let's go out and strive for excellence. That's the difference between a man and an alpha man. That alpha wants to be great, wants to achieve, wants to do things that the normal man can't do. Hey, and while we talking about
yeah.
it, Spicy B-Bond is here today. So all I'm saying is, y'all might not agree with what I'm saying, and I'll argue it all day. We could back and forth in the comments. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm standing on this hill. And
So
the things I'm gonna say, sure. All right.
it would be hard for people not to agree with facts, but we know there's people out there that still want to just be controversial and debate just for the sake of debating. Because one thing you said at first, I was like, oh man, dang, he shot down cats that's driving a 4-cylinder. But then you brought it all back around saying that a true alpha male is not, if there's a better way of doing something, they're going to try to do it better. And 4-cylinders are fine for the people that have them, and then just their economic realm and where they need to go to. But driving with more power, driving with more power and more force, like who doesn't want that? And that's literally what alpha male would be. So I don't think anybody can negate what you just said.
Yeah, I'm not shitting on the 4-cylinder guy. If that's what you want, that's what you want. But I'm saying 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be content with that. So if you are, then you can't consider yourself an alpha.
Brother Mo, you got anything against what Brother B said, or you feeling it?
I want to just add to the fact of what my brother said. I believe, like he said, and I agree wholeheartedly about being an alpha. You're gonna want more. You're gonna want to be on top. That's the whole point of the word alpha. Is the beginning, number one, the start where something started. So when you hear those terms and you say, okay, you're an alpha, you can't, that means you always trying to be number one in the group and what you have and everything. It ain't necessarily about, don't get it twisted when he say the terms talking about the restaurants and the 5-star, because you can be having 5-star getting cooked at home. You know what I mean? But the point of what my brother is saying is, when you going alpha, you're going grand. You're on the upper echelon, like you're up there. You know what I mean? When you have actors, you have A class, B class, and C class actors. You know, are you telling me you just good at being a C class, or you know, eventually you're gonna want to step it up if you're in the same? Now, if you have some, like I said, and our last show is that you have some people who's good at just maintaining, doing just enough to get back, and that's okay. We need you guys out there. But for that slim pickings of alpha males, you gonna see us, and it ain't even all about, because you can have people that have everything, the money, taking you to 5-star, everything. That don't mean that they alphas. This shit coming with a price. We ain't talking about just because you can spend money to get something fixed. A real alpha, you call them and you say, oh, my tie flat, ain't no, now I'm gonna call AAA. A real alpha gonna come out there and come change the tie for you.
Right.
Open the door, never let you touch a door. You feel what I'm saying? Going to cut the grass, picking up the kids when you got them at working or at the nail salon that I paid for, or that the alpha man paid for. That's what we do. We out here in the community, making sure our kids is passing out dinners instead of eating on Thanksgiving.
You preaching over there. The only thing I want to push back on is if she got a job, she can pay for her own nails. But no, I'm just playing. Because it goes into the whole, it goes into the whole providing piece, and whatever that looks like for you to provide, then that's what you should be doing for your significant other or your lady thing, your boo thing. But I do want to say one thing. Or your situationship, like whatever that looks like. But it is, I mean, everything y'all saying is like, y'all preaching like the goodness. And one of the biggest things I would just say to the community, whether you a man and you looking at this, or a woman and you have a man, like, oh, my boo, like alpha male, like that goal driven piece that I hit on before, like an alpha male is not okay with just being okay. And, piggybacking on what Moses said, just because you go into a 5-star restaurant or somebody is getting flued out and they spending money, you got to look at all the other pieces of their life to see where they're striving on. Because there's a cats out here broke and in debt because they doing all that kind of stuff to appear something they're not. And it's okay with being okay. That's all I want to tell people is okay with being okay. Don't strive for something that you're not. It's going to be inherent.
This
Hey,
is where
hold
I'm
on.
gonna push back
Hold on.
bro.
Hold on. Can I ask one question real quick before my internet go out, right? So hold on, right? So right, when we talking about alpha males, right? So what if we setting a goal? What if we set a goal, right? Or what if the alpha male set a goal? So instead of going to the 5-star, having a nice gear on, he may be taking 3-4 years off and looking bummy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's his goal.
That's
his goal, because he's driving towards something. He's driving towards something very specific for a reason. So that's another thing too, is like most alpha males are not affected by criticisms. You kind of take that in stride. So somebody might say like, oh man, you kind of looking bummy, man. Like you taking your girl to Applebee's, and when it's like, nah, man, I'm about to buy 5-6 houses in a few years. I got a plan in place, and you're not letting what society and everybody else is telling you to affect what your goals are. And that's just my look on the world.
Hey man, look. I gotta stop y'all. I gotta
Hold on, man. I had a pushback.
Okay. I'm gonna let you give this pushback, and based on your pushback, because y'all starting to dive into that second question.
Yeah. Listen, this is my pushback. I know my brother Drew said it's okay to be okay, and in the grandest of terms, okay, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, but let me give you this pushback right here. The word tells me I'm a lender and not a borrower. The word tells me a cattle on 1,000 hills belong to me. The word tells me I'm above and not below. So all I'm saying is, if you okay with being okay, and you living below your means, there's something there's something wrong with that, bro. There's something wrong with that. That's all I got to say. That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, y'all gotta take a deep breath. We'll stop, because my man B started dropping the word. Y'all know I love to get happy. I'm about to preach my sermon, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep us going, man, because you said something. Biggest thing is, I just want to close that last question. Now 100% is that if y'all heard one word that was consistent, is striving. You know, a lot of the times there's a misconception that like a man ain't a man, or he's not alpha male, because he may not always have materialistic in certain things. But as long as he's striving and he got God first, he's striving and he leading, I'm going to say at least that's the foundational work of leading to being that. And maybe they might not be there at that point in time. Everybody come from different walks, but I'm going to start off with, that's the foundation. If you can see that now, as Brother Drew said, there is other things that's, encompassed that makes up you got to look at all areas. You can't, because sometimes if they may have that, that's when we get into that word potential, and potential don't always work out. However, I'm saying, like, I think those are foundational things that if you don't see that, you might run into a couple of roadblocks. That's just be money's opinion. But as I stated that, man, look, so y'all said a lot of good things on what it is. You can push back later, Jay Will. I know.
I'm not saying no. I like what you said for the foundational piece. I'm like, you can have God first and can't read, he ain't going nowhere. But that I like the foundational piece. That is.
Yeah, I mean, when you got God first, he leading you. But hey, anyways, no,
I said read, not lead. If you can't read, you can have God first, but if you can't read, then you're not going to go.
God used to come down and speak to them cats directly, but can you hear him?
You're right. That's why I didn't really say that. Sorry.
My bad. We about to have Bible study on here. But anyways, with that being said, man, there is, y'all done said a lot of things about alpha males that, like, I hear women say they won't. I hear women say
they don't. They can't handle it.
I want a man to lead me.
Nope.
Want a man to lead me. I want an alpha male. Because Mo, you hit on something that was said in Insecurities Part 2 that, one of our guests said, like, hey, I might know how to change my tire, but I want to call you so you come out and do it. And that sounds good. But man, question number 2. Do women today actually want to be with an alpha male? I'm gonna go around the room, and I just want y'all to give y'all first answer, and then I'm gonna come back and let y'all yes or no, and then I'm gonna come back and let y'all answer it. B-Bond.
No.
Jay Will, Houston.
Do they want to?
Do they actually want an alpha male? Be with an alpha male?
On average, yes.
Mo.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna start with you first, Mo.
You got to answer the question, bro.
I say no. I'm gonna start with you first, Mo. Why you think they want to be with an alpha male?
I say that they want to be with an alpha male because that's just their nature. I believe cold-heartedly, just their nature, they want to be with an alpha male. I believe our numbers have dwindled down as far as our strong men that's really out there. And I mean, that's just how I feel. I feel like the things that they doing now are showing too strong of femininity, but I feel like that can be broken. I just feel like we have to work harder, even though we shouldn't. But yeah, that's what I think.
That's what I'm talking about. Break them.
I want to raise my hand like we bonded earlier. I'm gonna have to push back a little bit, brother Moses. Only because of the fact that in the submissive episode, I think people wanted to like lean on that men need to do more work. And I agree with you for being an alpha male. So I just don't want anybody to get anything twisted of what my brother Moses is saying. Like a woman wants an alpha male most of the time, and alpha males, there are not a lot of them out here today because they're not really trying to do everything they can. But one thing, to answer your question, I guess I don't even know if I'm supposed to be elaborating right now. I just wanted to push back.
No. We all gave
Okay,
our
cool.
first answer, so now we in elaboration mode.
All right, cool. I'm gonna elaborate. I
didn't want y'all backtracking in.
Yes. No, talking about something else. I agree with Brother Mo also when I say yes. I think they want them. Because one thing going back to...
I'm sorry, really. Actually, you didn't say yes. You said on average.
On average, yes, on average. Because the thing is, America and a lot of our culture operates not on things that are the norms. And on average, they think they're doing something totally different that is not actual and factual. On average, every single female will want an alpha male. Because one, you're just talking about, an alpha male is usually like socioeconomic and sociosexual at the top of his pack. The term alpha male, without backtracking, sorry, V-Money, is usually comes from like the animal kingdom that's like leading. And none of those animals out there, if you think about like the king of the jungle, were trying to get with a man that can't go hunt and get them food and lead their pack and protect them and all of that. And that goes right into the human population of being with a man that's going to get you to where you got to go. Do they want to be one? Yes. Do they carry the traits, without burning future questions, to be able to be one with one and to be able to push one and let him stay in his alpha category? That's a different story. And that's why I say on average, because some people want it, but they don't need to be with one because they just can't live up to that.
Hey, man, because my guy B is ready. And as he said, he's spicy B today, so I'm gonna let you go B. But I think I'm gonna push back on something you said, not so much in your elaboration, but a terminology. But go ahead, B. No, let me ask this question again, because now we switching over from the yeses to the nos. B.
This is what I got a problem with. Why is it always the
ready?
two Bs?
Let me ask it again.
Listen, this is why the two Bs are always on one side of the spectrum and these softies McSoftersons on the other side of the spectrum. I don't get it. I ain't calling y'all soft. I'm just saying y'all answers are soft. Here's the deal. No, they don't want to be with the alpha male. You say on average, most say on yes. Okay, all right. Okay. Here's the deal. In where we are today, a woman can't accept an alpha male because they think they are it. I know I'm moving into. I know, but I'm not. I know, and I'm not moving into it. But I'm just saying, women are so independent today. They are so independent that they can't. No, they can't do it, bro. Like I don't even want to go into it because I'm going into another. Y'all done grinded my gears.
Yeah, you just said what I said though. You said they can't do it.
But can't is a choice. If you want to break down the word,
They
can't
don't
is
want
a choice.
to do it.
Wait,
No. But this is the thing.
wait, bro, real quick. I gotta push back on you on that one. Can't is saying that you do not even have the ability to do it.
Right.
So that's I won't even say that can't is even a choice, because if you can't do something, you can't even choose to do it because you absolutely do not have the ability. That's why.
Well, I don't know about absolutely. It's just you do not possess all the qualities to be able to do something, which is why I said on average, because the question was want. You can want something that you're unable to attain. And that's why I said on average, because I agree with everything you saying, B, but I still think on the surface, they're like, oh, I really want that. Like people want to be skinny.
No,
but they can't get skinny.
Let me finish my answer. Women want a lifestyle. They want a lifestyle.
Yes.
Now, whatever it takes to get that lifestyle, whether they with a scamming nigga, a drug dealer, it don't matter. They just want a lifestyle. That's it. Now, when I tell you that I'm an alpha male and I say, I ain't going for this shit, but you don't want to hear me and you still want to do your own thing? Nah, that's not you wanting to be with alpha, because you still think you running it. Nah.
But look, this my pushback though. You said they want to be with a drug dealer scammer. You think they're gonna want to be with the one even at the drug dealer scammer level? They choosing the apex of the drug dealers and the scamming. They picking their bosses. So even still, they coming right back to they wanted to be led, bro. Hey, look, this what.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna push back on something you said. Go ahead, finish. My bad.
Yeah, you still got to push back on what I said earlier, so I can bait you, ninja.
All right, go ahead. Mo, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mo.
That's it.
Oh man.
B, go ahead and get him, B, because I know we both made the face. Go ahead, bro.
So first of all, let me go back to what Julia said. I forgot the exact words you said, but I was going to change it that in theory, that's what, not actually like that's what they want, but I'm saying in theory, that's what they think they want. Brother Mo,
okay. That's fair. That would change my answer.
I mean,
and that's the only reason that it may seem like I danced around it, but that's the only reason I did have a caveat, because you can want something that you are unable to attain.
So I'm gonna speak on something that same thing real quick.
Before you speak on it, let me say this to you, Drew, and maybe even the Mo. Kevin Samuel said, and I quote, "You want a high quality man or a high tier," however he phrased it, right? But you ain't bringing nothing to the table. A high value man is what he said. High value. So come on, man. Y'all giving these. Come on, man.
Everything. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
But even still, everything that you're saying, I'm not pushing back on that, bro. Only thing that I'm saying is, you saying, do they want an alpha male? They do.
Alpha male brings that lifestyle that you talked about.
Okay, so I'm gonna push back on something y'all said, because it's on wax. Y'all already said it at the beginning of the show. Y'all said that an alpha male is actually that guy who is gonna be able to lead and like develop you and take you to the next level. And that's what a lot of women say. But at the end of the day, y'all sitting here saying like, if she got a dope boy and he giving her that lifestyle, she going for the apex. But it don't matter, just because he might be at the top, he doesn't mean he's an alpha male in the nature of how he actually leads and actually how what he puts back in to what he is. She could just be a piece of meat. That don't mean, and just because she's going for that, as y'all stated, she's going for the lifestyle, but the lifestyle don't equate a true alpha male. We already said, B said, oh, if you eating that stars, if you doing all that, right. But at the end of the day, we already said, hey, if you not eating that 5 stars, it's not that you are alpha male, but you should be like trying to strive to that. But that's also a part of the level of development that you strive into. That piece of, I can eat at a 5-star because I got the money. I didn't put in this hard work. I didn't done these things, and I have the the funds, the assets, or whatever it be. And if I'm not eating at that, it's just because I choose not to, versus that I can't. But that's the mentality that you should have trying to move forward. So the fact that y'all coming back saying that just because she just with the president, that automatically means that she want an alpha male, that's not what it means. In my opinion, I'm saying that. And in addition, to answer the question, I'm saying today that today's woman don't even really understand what an alpha male is because it has been switched up and changed so much.
No, I got to push back on you. This fact that it's been switched up and changed, it hasn't changed. Society has changed.
So
like
that's
alpha male is still alpha male, but I do want to say something.
Women's understanding of an alpha male has changed with society.
I don't. So I agree. I agree with you in a sense that their understanding has changed of what an alpha male should provide. And that's where I want to go back to. Like, I didn't say, me nor Mo said that an alpha male is, equated to the lifestyle, or they want to chase the lifestyle, so they're chasing alpha male. I said that alpha male can provide that lifestyle. So that's why a lot of times they would say they want the alpha male. But I do think that some people don't really want everything it takes to be with that type of person. And I think, and that's why I don't want to say anything else, because I know eventually we're going to get down that topic. So I'm not really trying to burn anything else, unless we just gonna go into it. But I know you got some other stuff between them.
Now I'm gonna go to Mo real quick, and then I'll push. Because Mo, you seem like you got something on your mind, bro, and I want you to get it off.
I'm just saying, because you mentioned like she won the top scammer and the top dope boy, right? And you saying like, oh, that they couldn't be the alpha male, but why couldn't they? Be at the top. Hold on. No, you did just, and that's on wax. You were whining, and you're gonna hear yourself say that. Listen more and speak less.
Hey, no. Now I have to stop you, bro, because I'm gonna throw I don't know if y'all seen the commercials where they throw the challenge flag. I'm gonna throw the challenge flag, and when we go back and y'all watch this episode, I never said that. B-Bon said it. Go ahead.
Okay, sure. Well.
And here's what I'll say to that: if you want to go to be a D-boy with a D-boy or a scammer, this, that, and the other,
and we see,
and this is where I'm gonna get.
Hold up, no.
Let me answer the question, bro. Don't cut me off in the middle of my answer. Let me answer the question.
Actually, you know what? Can we let Mo speak, because we kind of spoke over, so I'm gonna let him speak. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
Hold up. I just wanted to simplify and say, if she wanted a regular guy that's selling drugs or doing something part-time, then I would understand what you're saying. I had no pushback. But to say at the top of the level, kingpin or something like that, you orchestrating. You have to be an alpha. You got to look over your back, and the warrior. Then you got to look on the warrior game. You have to distribute. You have to facilitate for families. You have to take care of your family. You putting in the community, and you taking out of the community. I'm just saying to live at and let's not, I'm not saying, and this is the thing, being the alpha male sometimes meaning you're a bad guy too. Because there are alpha males out there that aren't good guys. So when you hear the word alpha male, understand that there's two types of alpha males out there. You have the good ones and you have the bad ones. So when you saying, oh, an alpha male is, we talking about what they are, what they do. When you pushing back on saying that, oh, because they going for the top of the line, that don't mean that they ain't alphas. It just mean that they don't bad alphas.
I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you, bro. I gotta stop you.
Oh,
and here's why I gotta stop. This is why I gotta stop you, because while I agree that you say good and bad, this, that, and other, but if you're an alpha, you're not putting your family or yourself in a position that you will not be able to provide for them. Said so you get locked up. Said so you get shot and killed or murdered out here in these streets. That don't make you an alpha just because you making the bread and you controlling a whole flock of people that's doing your bidding. You can't. That makes absolutely no sense.
I think there's a blend. I think there's a blend of both.
There's a big pushback, and the pushback.
I don't think Frank Lucas, people like that are alpha males.
Bruh,
it was a bad decision.
And look at the doc. Hold on, and I'm gonna say look at the documentaries on it. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Putting in circumstances. All right, let's look at the times in which they were in. Let's talk about the 80s and 70s and early 90s, right? When it was harder for people to get jobs then. And I know we kind of going back in era then, but I'm only saying it because I'm referencing this to them being alpha males, because you doing what's best. If you know your mama and your daddy and your brother and your little sister about to get kicked out the house within 2 weeks, if you ain't got 10 racks to catch up on back taxes, and all you had to do is sell drugs, and you know that game, and you sell it, you know it's gonna hurt the community. You telling me you not making sure your family eat, that you're not doing what you supposed to do? That's not an alpha male. Yes, you choosing to make bad decisions. And I'm not saying they right, but I'm just saying, you're saying putting people in jeopardy. Listen, every day when we making choices, we putting people in jeopardy. When they say making sacrifice, what's the term in the military? When you sacrificing for the greater good. So when you saying, oh, when the military go to somewhere in a different territory and we killing them people in their territory, you're saying, oh, what? We're the good guys because we're doing that and we can justify it? Come on, man.
Hey, man, here, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this because y'all see this is getting a little hot. We're going to have to take a quick break. But one thing I am going to say that is on wax, based off the fact that people saying good or bad, I think everybody said God leading. God,
thank you,
God
my guy. I was so about to say it. Thank you.
But I will say this. Because as Juice said, like Frank Lucas and some of the people, I will have to say they carry those alpha male like
traits, characteristics. That's it.
But I'm just saying, I just throwing that out there. Hey, that's just me as gay. Hey, look, we gonna
hold on.
You started a whole conversation.
No, I did not. I said something that y'all already said.
I never said that every alpha male.
But this is why I said this is the only reason. Hold on. No, but this is the only reason why I just said there are good alphas and bad alphas. That's it.
Man, take a break.
You know what?
Take a break.
Based off the technicality of what you said, there are good alphas and bad alphas. I can say that. I'm just
take
gonna say about it.
I gotta go smoke a cigarette or something.
Hey, man,
I don't even smoke.
Look. Hey, man, we're gonna take a break. Hey, y'all walk with us in excellence. We're gonna be back in a second, man.
Hey, yo, Mouse. This shit sounds cold. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Juice here, and we're walking in excellence today. My tip of the day for you is essentially telling you how to appropriately go to a wedding. Going to a wedding, going to celebrations is not about just looking fly, having on the right gear, flying first class. I've been to 2 weddings in the past month, CONUS and overseas. And you gotta show up proper. And that's not just looking good, show up with a gift. We too grown to be showing up empty-handed. That's not an act of excellence. Do it right, celebrate the people that are in love, hopefully, and get them right, get them proper. Don't show up empty-handed. That's your
Hey, look, we had to cool down for a little bit, but I think it's gonna pick right back up. So with that being said, man, we're gonna get into our third and final question. Hey, so with that being said, can an alpha male be with an alpha female?
So is an alpha male be with an alpha female, or an alpha female be with an alpha male? Because I think there's a difference.
There's
so before I'm gonna go first.
Let's flip it for the sake of the conversation.
Yes.
Can an alpha female be with an alpha male?
So the reason I wanted to go in that order, because I didn't get a chance to talk about this earlier when I felt like we were about to burn the question. But first, as I start, I want to say that I agree with you that being led by God was a good foundational principle. I never said that all alpha males.
This nigga always got backtrack. He got to backtrack.
Hey, look. Hey, I don't know if y'all watch the show Around the Horn where they mute the person.
No, don't mute me.
Hey,
don't mute me.
Drew
Okay,
is muted. We going on.
We
We moving on. I'm starting with B. Drew is muted.
This is where I'm gonna piss a lot of y'all off. Ladies, I'm sorry. I'm gonna piss you off. And I know Drew said there's a difference. There can't be no difference because there can't be an alpha female. There's no such thing as an alpha female. None. It wasn't intended for women to be alphas. Oh,
Everybody's
it's not-
shocked.
what? It was never intended for the woman to be the alpha. And for all you women out there that think you alpha, that's why you single. Because you thinking you an alpha. Spicy B is here. Spicy B is here. It ain't got nothing to do with money. It ain't got nothing to do with the leadership roles. There's no such thing as an alpha woman. You could be a beta and you could follow an alpha male, but you ain't gonna lead shit. That's not your job. I'm gonna let y'all talk, and then I'm a dog walk the shit out of all y'all for when y'all two niggas at the bottom of the screen say some old PC bullshit. So go ahead and say it.
Fortunately,
Go ahead and say it.
At the bottom of my screen is B Money and Mo. So
well, on the recording, it's Mo and Drew.
Hey Mo, we coming to you next, man, because honestly, like I say, I think this question stemmed from you being loved so much on submissive. Can men be men? What's up with it, man?
But before he answers, and for all y'all that thought Mo stole the show on that submissive man episode, y'all just heard what y'all wanted to hear with y'all soft asses. Because all I'm saying
hold on,
is,
man, we can't say it to our viewers. We got to say it differently. Go ahead and rewind that.
Y'all heard what y'all wanted to hear. Because ain't no way that Mo was saying what y'all. Come on, ladies. Oh, Mo, you stole the show. You did what you needed to do. Okay. That's the same women I'm saying that y'all think y'all alphas. Okay. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Spicy B in full effect, my guy. Come on, Mo.
Do women today actually want to be? No, can an alpha male be with an alpha female? I don't see that happening. No. There's going to be a clash because she want to be him, and he as an alpha male, we're gonna put her in her right. And please don't get offended when I say this. We're gonna put you in your fucking place. You know what I'm saying?
Big brother contradiction.
Yo, no, I'm just big dick swinging. All right, I'm gonna let you know right now. Listen,
hey, B, hold on real quick. I think Mo provided that clarification that you said that they didn't know. So we let them ride. Go ahead, Mo.
Hold on. I'm not listen, and this is just that's not my stilo. There are alpha women out there that have those traits of alpha women, and that's just not the type of woman that I could be with. You're not gonna control me. You're not gonna run me. You're not gonna tell me what to do. I mean, I can work with you. You can give me what's that? The house list. What's it called? The to-do list, whatever. All right, whatever. Yeah, honey do wop jump. But we out and about. Come here, do this and what? No, baby. No, we ain't gonna do that. Bro, get your ass back over here, man. Come on, man. Come back over here.
I already know why my guy V is upset, but I'm gonna go to Jew real quick. Come on, man.
I'm a blend of a lot of things of everybody's saying, but for sake of asking the question, because I'm not gonna have a conversation saying how women can't be leaders. But I know you didn't say that shit.
So you gonna put it in the ether though? That's not what I said. You gonna put it in the ether?
He did not say that. I do take that back and say he didn't say that. But for me, one, I agree with B that by the definition of where an alpha male came from, you cannot have an alpha female. Literally from its origin, if you go research and actually look at these type of things, there's no such thing as an alpha female. However, since we're talking about traits here, I'm talking about the traits of an alpha male. And if you just flip that over to the other gender and say there's traits of an alpha female, then I think they do exist. And one thing that, the only thing I would push back on kind of what you said, Mo, about the alpha female is that she's going to try to run someone. If you are a true alpha female, like most alpha males, like Everybody, I talked about being charismatic earlier. I talked about being intelligent. I talked about being goal driven. In those situations, you're not really trying to run or control people. You're just trying to, you got to get people to work with you in being charismatic. And if there's a woman, that's why you see a lot of women that have those alpha female traits. You're kind of drawn to them. They kind of command the room, but in their femininity, they kind of defer back if they're around another alpha male. Can an alpha female be with an alpha male? I'm going to say yes. But I think it goes to the whole being equally yoked and just similar personalities. I think there's a lot more that goes into that. But on the surface, I think there can, because there's a lot of alpha males that are no longer alpha males. They're watered down because they're with women that can't be with an alpha male because they have none of those alpha female traits.
Hey, but this is the thing though. If she has the traits and the tendencies of being an alpha, that means she's gonna try to run the show. So, and this ain't about being in control, but you're going to try to insert your dominance. That's what us alphas do. When we step in the room, we do what? We insert our dominance, whether it's just the presence or whether it's with our charisma or whatever. So if she's coming in to insert her dominance as a female, right, she's going to be controlling.
I agree with you, and I think that's where the clash is. I think if somebody's not really exercising those real, like, genuine traits, they're just trying to be controlling, because that isn't one of the traits of being an alpha male. But the thing I'm gonna push back on is we talked about how there's 4 of us on here and we're all alpha males. I think we do a damn good job of knowing when one person needs to fall back and what the natural, like, hey, we can be on the unacceptable behavior network and be Bonds running the show and running the whole network. We're going to step up to help, but we ain't got to step up to, like, run stuff and control stuff. Because at that point in time, he is the HNIC on whatever we're doing. And then, so if alpha males can be on the same football team in the NFL and go win championships, I think you can have an alpha female be with an alpha male and they thrive. I think all power couple, true power couples out there are
alpha. There's no such thing as an alpha female.
Yeah, I just didn't want to keep on going down that piece.
Hold on, but this is what I'm saying. I'm not, and I keep saying they're not looking to control, but by natural instincts of trying to have a dominance.
That's fair.
The mere fact that we're even debating this, using the word alpha female, is wrong.
People, please comment, like,
subscribe. My mind is blown. Alpha and female don't go together, period. Can they be bosses? Sure.
Yeah.
They could run a whole company. They could be the CEO.
All right, strong betas. Good God.
Well, that's what we're saying though. But you have to see.
Well, be money. You haven't answered the question. So are you saying that they can't, or that they don't exist at all? And for the sake of the question, producer, that you brought up, did you bring up the question just to say that they don't exist?
Yeah. So yeah, I want to hear it. Non-existent.
Well, you asked Mo a question first, because I'm.
No, he asking you.
Be money.
No, he asking you.
We never got around to you actually answering.
I thought Mo had said something, because Mo said strong betas. God. So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, no, I agree with B, man. And once again, y'all can try to light it up, but that's half of the doggone problem. Like, just because I'm nurturing to my children, that don't make me a woman. I'm still a man. You know what I'm saying? So hold up.
No, I wasn't about to say
that. Have your drink. But at the end of the day is the fact that just because somebody exhibits the trait of something, if they are part of it, they should. A queen is a queen. She exhibits trait. A king is king. They both exhibit traits of what it is, like royalty. But it's just so much stuff that we keep getting out here saying that, oh, women are men. Women are doing this. Like, it's just like this. And that devalues the power of a man. That's the reason why we keep running into these issues. They keep talking like, oh, well, a woman can do this too. Ain't nobody saying you can't. And well, everybody who probably didn't pay attention, in the submissive episode, I said women been bosses for a long time, handling stuff. Even if you go back to the Bible, there was women leaders, but that doesn't mean that they are alpha male. Like, honestly, yes, to answer your question very direct, Juicer, is I put that question specifically in here because I'm saying they don't exist. And there's so many people out here who gonna keep going and being like, well, yeah, I'm a half woman. And if you can't do this, you're not a real man. Are you serious? At the end of the day, I'm out here doing stuff, and I'm not talking about, we've already clarified. We're not talking about the, as Mo said, watered down man. We're not talking about the weak man, the man who's not trying. We're talking about if you're being compared, or if you're paired with a man who is handling his business like that, you shouldn't even feel the need to think that you got to be like an alpha. Don't mean that you can't lead some stuff, but you shouldn't feel the need that like, I need to be the alpha woman. At any point in time, you should be okay with just saying like, I'm with an alpha man who handling his business.
Let me give you a prime example. Let's say there's a couple, right? And y'all married. The man is a little bit down on his luck. He might have a job at, you know what I'm saying, let's just say a normal job making 40, 45K a year. The woman might be up, you know what I'm saying? She making 60, 75K a year, right? What she should do is make that check, bring it home, hand it to the man that's handling his business and say, hey, babe, what we got to take care of this month? What we got to do?
And
that's what should happen.
There's going to be so many people who don't understand what you're saying. They're going to hear you at the words on the surface.
I agree what he said. She should do everything. I don't think she necessarily needs to hand it to him. We don't even know in this scenario if every man is actually good with money, because there's a lot of men out there that are not good with money. She might hand him that check.
I know that's not what you're saying.
No, but I wanted that clarification for the people. Because people are like, I just worked hard. I'm just going to hand it to this man that's going to take his.
I'm not saying hand it, but what I'm saying is, as the man leads the family, what we got to take care of this month? What's going on in the household? Where do we need to be? But what's happening nowadays in society is, now I'm a boss bitch. I made this 65, 75K. I'm going to go buy me a Telfar, or Michael Kors, or a Gucci bag and do what I want to do with my money because I earn this money. Ain't no man going to tell me how to spend this. Then you need to stay single, boss bitch.
Because as an alpha male, they still, I'm gonna say this phrase. A lot of people say, and I've never heard it said differently. They say her money is her money and his money is our money, or it's it's a whole household's money. First of all, I totally disagree with that. If y'all in it together, handle business is what's needed. But that's just the mentality. So if you are, and I'm gonna say this, and I ain't gonna say I know. I hope it's her when I said it. The woman was made to be a helpmate. It don't mean that you're weak. I'm just saying, when it's saying you're a helpmate, yes, there's going to be times you're going to display certain things, or you need to exhibit things. You came from the rib. So you should be able to do some of those things, but
bro, I got to push back on that one only because
I know you don't follow the Bible. That's why you
I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm just saying we can't sit here and act like every woman gonna end up with a man. So we can say it's gonna be a helpmate, but God made more women in the world than
come on, man. Like we going down too many rabbit holes.
But I'm saying in general. I'll let y'all give all y'all stuff.
But I know, but every single time we say something, it's let me give this clip. That's the nature.
No, I'm legitimately saying there are women out here. There's like women that's not gonna have kids. That don't mean she can't be a mother. She can't exhibit mother qualities. It's the same thing. But anyways, what I'm going back to on saying this, because the fellas ain't here to just dog walk women and tell them what they.
But we not doing.
Let me because the thing is, let me say this.
I'm putting that stuff out, right, bro.
No, I'm saying we're not. By you responding in that manner, you're making it seem like I'm saying that y'all are doing that. I'm saying since we're not here to do that, I'm saying that for the women out there that's 25, 30 years old, I'm not sitting here to tell you that you're not an alpha woman because that's what you've been thinking all your life. What I'm telling you is that, yes, I do agree that there cannot be a such thing as an alpha woman. However, for sake of the question, which I am curious about y'all thoughts, if someone says, if they're going to leave this, is I don't care what you say, I'm an alpha woman, can she even be with an alpha male? Or she even consider it?
I've answered it and said, stay single.
Okay. That's why I was you did answer it. I was trying to hear B's on that because you only went to one part of it. I know why you put the question in there. I just want to know, do you even think it's possible?
No, I don't think it's possible to answer that question directly.
Okay, that's the only reason I asked, because when we hang up off this show and everybody just say like, oh man, I ain't messing with the fellas no more because they just said I can't be an alpha woman. They still gonna believe whatever they believe.
But you know what, man,
I do want them to hear the fact that like you should consider, just like before in a previous episode where I said, hey, a woman that makes 6 figures should consider if she wants to be with a male that makes less. Because I say consider, which I do want to clarify that one is because some women that are in that power or authority don't use it the same way that a man would in that situation. Not all of them are going to be considered to be a provider for a man, because usually men are the providers. So that's why they say you should consider not doing that. If you feel that you are an alpha woman and you exhibit all the like 7 or 8 traits that I said earlier, well, why can't I be an alpha woman? That's fine. Do you, boo-boo? But at the same time, you should consider if you're going to be with a real alpha male, because you're not going to be able to exhibit those alpha qualities all the time when you're with a real alpha male. That's all I wanted to say, because I don't want them to
and what you said is fair. And overall, in theory, I agree with it. I'm just saying that a lot of the times that, shoot, I got out the Air Force as a staff sergeant. You a major in the Space Force. My title was I was a staff sergeant. You are a major in the Air Force. Sometimes, and I mean, most people are probably gonna miss this, what I'm saying, but I'm saying that, hey, you are what you are. I think sometimes, like, just because I may operate or move like a major or move like a general, I'm just saying you can't put that title on everything just because somebody is 100% moving always like that. You can be like, dang, they moving like this, but the key word is like. Doesn't mean that they are. If you're made to be something, that's what you're supposed to be, and that's why you get that title.
And that's why we have so many issues in the world today. Everybody want to be everybody. Be who you are. Play your role, stay in your lane, and do what you got to do. And this goes for men and women. Men, stand up and take your place. Stop acquiescing to just anything and everything. Ladies,
not capable.
Do what you got to do. And okay, you might not be capable of doing it, and that's fine, but stay out of my way.
There you go. Yeah.
Stay out of my way.
You know what? But you know what, B? And that's the biggest thing overall. And I don't really have nothing else to say after this.
Sorry, my bad, B Money. I do not mean to cut you off, but that's the only thing I want to get out of this, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that do just need to stay single, and the men that really need to be men in the world need to stop getting bamboozled by the people that are saying they're going on that journey, going on that path with where alpha male or somebody says they're going, but they're either not capable of, or they really don't want to do what that means to be required to go into a relationship with that person or to be their helpmate. So I just want people to like take a look at yourself, be who you are, and it's okay with being okay. You should go be with an okay person. Or you should tell that alpha male or whoever it is, we just lost Moses, that like, hey, I'm not going to be able to live up to this. I just want you to love me who I am.
And that's fair, man. Like, at the end of the day, I think we all agree. Let's say we 4 brothers now, 3 right now on the screen, that, you know, we all, hey man, we this is how we operate. And y'all see, we got a little heated, but at the end of the day, when we get off, we gonna hold each other to a certain standard. And my frustration, and the reason I say it is there's a lot of times people ain't like pacifying their statement when they saying some things. Like, people know what the general statement is. Like, if you saying something, as a fellas, y'all know, we say it all the time, man. We support women, we love women, we believe women are bosses, we all that. But if every single time that we start to speak and it goes against what you may not want to hear, I'm just saying. And
let me say this, because Mo jumped off the screen. I think that's some bullshit. You didn't like what we were saying, so you jumped off the screen, bro. Like, I hope you come back on the screen, because I would say it to your face. That's some bullshit, bro. You jumped off the screen because you don't agree with what we saying. So then you pacifying and going towards, oh, Mo stole the episode again. No, nigga. Bring your ass back on the screen and take this medicine, dog. Take this medicine.
I don't know if that's why my brother Mo.
I'm saying that's why he jumped off the screen. And when you watch this episode and you come back and you be like, dang, B-Bond, that's how you feel? Yeah, nigga, that's how I felt. So that's what I'm saying. You got an issue. Let's talk about it.
Hey, man. Hey, look.
Dang it, I said I wasn't going to go there with the Angels envy, and I did it again.
Hey man, look, we didn't put a lot out there for y'all. I hope y'all really hear everything that's being said. At the end of the day, I hope that you hear, hey, we all saying that we want healthy relationships, healthy, a healthy life, and just for people to be good, but just knowing where you should be at. As Jay Will Juicer said, be okay being okay. And if that's your position, be in your position. And maybe more a little bit as you may feel direct with me and B Barn, where we just saying, know your title, know your position. In the church, they say, know your place, get in your place, and stay in your place.
Man, these women gonna dog walk me the whole episode. That's cool. I could take it. Let's argue. Let's argue.
Man, hey, you know what? Who knows? We may have a part 2. I'm not saying that we may have a part 2, and if we do,
if we do have a part 2, it's got to be with a woman that understand and can actually communicate and not yell and argue.
I don't think we need to have a part 2.
We don't need one. I don't think we need one.
Well,
Only because it is what it is. I said what I said and I stand on it.
I guess you know that.
Tell them to holler at you in the live. One thing I want to say, because I don't shy away from saying,
hey, hold on, bro. Hold your thought. I'm gonna let you
know
one thing right now. I'm the goddamn producer. You don't say on air if we gonna have a part 2 or not. I do. And as I'm saying now, we ain't gonna have a part 2. Go ahead. Oh, now Jew hopping off. He ain't like what I said. He disappearing.
No. So what I'm gonna say right now is that, I mean, I am who I am, and I'm not gonna shy away from saying I'm an alpha male. And when people say they're alpha females or not, I have a lot of respect for people that's busted their tail to get to where they're at. Whatever you gonna claim that you are, just make sure you working for it. If you say you a queen, make sure you living like a dang queen. Go do some research, look at what those traits, those qualities are, and make sure you're working for it. Because that's the only time you're gonna see me like take offense to something, is when somebody says something that they are and they're not. I mean, if you working just a 40-hour week, honestly, you probably not an alpha female, alpha male. You ain't no queen, you ain't no king. Like, the people out there that are really leading the packs in their industries are putting in hours, putting in time, putting in work. And then so I just want you to really take a look at it and be like, and if you're not doing it in your one job, there's probably something else. And I'm not saying 40 hours in one area. I'm talking about more if you're only working 40 hours on like whether it's your craft, your money, or developing yourself, you're not missing the mark, but you just be okay with being okay. But if you're going to claim it, make sure you're working for it. That's all I'm saying. And I can talk to you about how to get there, and you can help me get there. Let's get it.
B, any closing remarks, my brother?
I love ladies, man. I love women. I do. And I don't want y'all to think that I'm coming at y'all any kind of way. I'm just saying I want some cohesion in this piece. I want us to live out how we were supposed to be living it out. Everybody, we could quote scripture all day and we could do, what we do. But at the end of the day, there has to be separation. If you want to be with a man and you want the man to do what the man is supposed to do, let him be the man. All this Beyonce style women of, the independent woman and this, that, and the other, that shit, it got to die. There's no independent woman. At the end of the day, the woman needs to depend on the man, and the man somewhat depends on the woman. But it's not a 50-50 thing. That's all I'm saying. It can't be a 50-50 thing. And I'm not trying to sound sexist or feminist or anything like that, man. So if that's what you hear, that's why you're single.
And man, I saw a clip where they said there was this black woman came in and she said, hey, why are we always is the independent woman? You know what I'm saying? She was speaking specifically to the black culture, but she said the independent woman, independent black man, why are we the only culture that always speaks about being so independent? And as you said, B, I just said that because what you said, I felt that was powerful when she said that, because of the fact that, hey, we all so focused on being independent that we were made to need each other. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say that I don't need, my wife. I'm not going to say that I don't need my kids. Man, this week, if I'm being completely honest with you, within the past 7 days, I've needed my brothers and I've had to lean on them. We need people. And that's what it's all about. And sometimes when you try to put yourself in certain levels and then it's like, well, I gotta be, and I understand women, through life, stuff has happened where women have had to step up and be in that role. But what I'm saying, be in that role of like a head of house or doing some things. And hey, look, I'll apologize I'm not a sorry man, but I apologize on behalf of them because that ain't what you were supposed to do. That ain't what you were supposed to have to deal with. At the end of the day, there's a lot of people saying that like, hey, you got to do this. But if a man's trying to pour love into you and pour into your, you can't keep a cap on your bottle. You got to take that cap off. And if that man doing what he need to do, take that cap off and to lead you and do all that stuff. Hey, man, just be mindful. That's all I'm going to say. Be mindful because you could be a great woman missing out on a great man. Men, step y'all game up too, because y'all probably missing out on a lot of great women too if y'all not handling y'all's. So
I'm glad Moses came back so he can end the episode and not be an itch bay.
I don't even think he back.
Dang.
Hey, but Moses is excellence, man. Hey.
Cool. Well, it's been another episode of the fellas.
Hey, man, look. I guess my man Jew want to be the new producer because he keep doing producer stuff. But at the end of the day,
he just said we about to wrap it up.
Yeah, I know. I can't if you keep talking. At the end of the day, hey, man, this has been another episode of the fellas, man. We appreciate y'all, man. And we love y'all. We thank y'all for viewing us. Please continue to give us feedback. Hey, comment. Go subscribe to the Unacceptable Behavior Network. We out.
Hey, yo, Mouse. This shit's cold. Pescoço.